Hey guys, Cell here, welcome back to some more Fate Grand Order. It is now time to do To the Nightless City, so then we can see what Wu is all about. I like how it's just an assassin we have to fight and we get a sync what's for it. Let's go! To the Nightless City, Section 7. I can still hardly believe Assassin did something so horrible. I'm glad that the pirates are gone, of course, but did she have to sink the entire city of Ys to do it? Who knows what could have done with the place where it's still around? What a waste. We could have. Like, make it into a tourist attraction, like, make it into a water park. Ha! I like that. Here I am focused on the present and dreaming up plans for the distant future. That's a precious talent in its own right.
Yes, that's one of Senpai's best qualities. That's what I love about her so much. No matter how dire things may be, she never fails to examine things at new and unusual angles.
Ha! You never fail to deliver a truly earnest analysis, young lady. There is certainly never a dull moment with you two.
To give my own earnest answer, if Ys was still around, then yes, perhaps we could have made use of it as a marine headquarters of sorts. I believe you said before that that lake is connected to nearly every river that flows across Agartha. Given the incredible potential in what could have been transported over water as opposed to land, I cannot help but feel that destruction was a waste.
Still, there's no use crying over spilt milk, or a sunken city as the case may be. I've already told my resistance allies to explore the ruins of Ys. They should find several seaworthy vessels. What's more, now the pirates no longer control the waterways, we're on equal ground with our enemies.
Ryder's optimism was well-founded. The situation has certainly taken a turn for the better. After all, we've narrowed our pool of Demon God Pillar candidates from 3 to 2. And we've reduced the number of powers in Agartha. It seems like things should be a good deal easier from now on, don't you think?
I'm not so sure. Those women aren't our only enemy. Plenty of other threats remain, like those beasts that attacked our hideout. And while it didn't mention this before, I didn't. There's even a natural disaster of a sort to worry about. We can't go resting easy just because the pirates are gone now.
Natural disaster? You mean like earthquakes? That is a scary thought, especially down underground. I'd hate to be buried alive.
Depending on the situation, I'm afraid it could be even more dangerous than that. You'll just have to see what I mean for yourselves. Words alone won't really suffice to describe it. There's no telling when it might show up, and you should attempt to spot it yourself. It disappears without a trace almost immediately. It is extremely dangerous, and to make matters worse, you cannot guard yourself against it. It's impossible to see it coming, so the only thing you can do is run away before you're caught up in it. It is far worse than any mere natural disaster. Huh? Well, anyway, I'm just saying that there's still plenty of danger lurking around here, so we can't go getting careless. Just forget about this natural disaster thing for now. It's unlikely we'll be running into it anyway.
I'm afraid I'm still not quite following, but it sounds like the gist of it is to stay alert. Speaking of which, I'm picking up hostiles right in front of you. They look like wild animals.
I see what Ryder means about there being threats everywhere.
Hey, at least they didn't surprise us. That proves Marsh is sure staying alert. Way to go, Marsh! Master, I think Marsh deserves a double super extra helping of praise while we're preparing to fight.
She's waiting for it. I knew I could count on you, Marsh. You look great in glasses, Marsh.
I really much appreciate the sentiment, Senpai. But I feel terrible about getting praised like this while you're busy giving orders for battle.
I'll always find time to praise you, Marsh. Oh, it's a fatal battle. Oh god, it's Soul Eaters. Well, kinda makes me wish I did bring a caster. Because after one of us goes down, the next one that comes out is a rider. AKA a Stalfo. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is take out Soul Eater B as fast as possible, so that way we don't have to deal with its dangerous tendencies, and hopefully everything's work out from there. That's about it. And hit this one so I don't forget. And bop, bop, and a bop. Go with the Buster Chain increase. You need to kill it as fast as beastly possible. And reducing its attack damage is going to be extremely helpful. Now, if we can get a full chain for Waver next turn, or a full Buster, that's close enough. Actually, oh crud. Yeah, let's just do that. We need to get busted. Oh no, we can't pick him up with Pent again. That's about as good as we're gonna get it. There! That is what I'm waiting for, but here's the problem. Yes, it's 49,000. I'm gonna do it anyways. It's the most dangerous one here. And besides, I can guard Pent and whatnot. Oh, see, even then, Waver still wouldn't have killed it until the final attack. Okay, now, here's how things are gonna work out. Invincible on Pent. You get a damage increase. No, you don't, but it's still fine. Do this on Waver. Do this on Woo. Now, boppity. Bop, bop. It's a bop.
わらわの設備のお試し体験キャンペーンじゃ。遠慮なく紹介してくれてよいのですか。
There we go. That's a decent amount of damage. Oh, look, it attacked Woo. Luckily, she had a defense increase because of her ability. Now, speaking of defense increase, do that. And that. Ah. Damn you to hell! Yeah, of course your evasion would stick. Oh. It's like it knew that what I was gonna do, man. It's like it knew exactly what I was gonna do. Oh crap. Oh well. I was gonna do a defense down with Waver, but sadly it basically knew exactly what my plans were. Like the game knows exactly what I'm thinking before I even do it, which is extremely worrying. But either way, it's dead. Ooh, look at that crit on Pent, jeez. How dare you do that to our beloved Pent? I swear, sometimes I tap the button and it still doesn't want to activate. And goodbye. 7 turns, actually not that bad for how much health they had. There we go. Thanks for the red gem. And done. You know, that might have been a nice warm-up for what's to come. Ryder, since we're approaching our destination, why don't you tell us about the sort of enemies we'll be facing in the Nightless City? The women of the Nightless City are very reserved, unlike the Amazons and pirates. They don't go around hastily attacking the other regions too much. They tend to focus on defending their own land. Really? The leader got pretty extreme at ease. Way extreme. Indeed, which is almost certainly why the hurt never saw it coming. I certainly wouldn't have. For the Nightless City's ruler to infiltrate enemy territory all on her own, and take out the entire city with a single strike to its one weakness. She is the very model of an assassin in that respect. It's also possible that she intentionally refrained from drawing attention to herself up until now in order for that plan to work. True, but now that Years is gone, there might be changes taking place across the entire Nightless City. We should start with some careful reconnaissance. Since we found Drake at East,
albeit in a somewhat different than usual like Fergus. At first I thought we might find one of our other missing servants in the Nightly City. But now I'm fairly certain that whoever its ruler is, she didn't come from Chaldea. The hut did say something about a caster though. That's true. She did mention it when speaking to the assassin. So it would seem safe to assume that Denali City is home to a caster servant as well. In which case, there's still a chance that it could be Helena. Oh, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's definitely not. Regardless, our task remains the same. We'll never find out unless we go there ourselves. Come to think of it, Ryder, do you have any idea as to how many soldiers there are in the city? It would be nice to know what sort of enemy we're up against ahead of time. Well, last time we fought basically all riders. This time we'll be fighting all assassins. Oh good god. Then once we actually start fighting Panthers, does that mean that every enemy is gonna be a berserker? That would be crazy. I'm afraid not. As I said, they've mostly kept to themselves so far. I see. I ask because I still cannot make myself draw my sword against a woman. So I was hoping there might be some other sort of opposition there that would let even someone like myself be useful. I'm afraid that even after seeing firsthand needs what terrible enemies women can be, I still can't bring myself to do battle with them. Well, you know, maybe it's kinda like trying to get over your distaste for Brussels sprouts. Can't just do it at the drop of a hat. Or at all. Hang on, I just remembered something. The reconnaissance once took in a man who escaped from there. He was in such a terrible state that we weren't able to get him much from him. But the one thing we did learn is that Denali City is home to those. How come you're pointing at the bodies of those beasts we just defeated? Dogs. He told us that the city is full of dogs. Though of course I don't know if he meant real dogs or something else altogether. Woof woof in bed? Bow wow? Bow chicka wow wow? Any of that? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, this is either gonna be a halfway through the city kind of episode or it's gonna be an extremely long one. I don't know. Let's bring Waver and yeah, see assassins. Oh my god. Do I have anyone at Passion Lip I believe is strong against assassins, right? I think so, but whatever. This is the team I brought and this is the team will do it till we can't do it no more. Alright, this is as far as I go. Huh? You're not coming with us? I kept too many of my men back at the hideout when we infiltrated East. I don't want to repeat that mistake. If the resistance had been ready to attack from the outside when I had started to sink, it would have been a hell of a kerfuffle, but we could still have saved some of the men there if we'd only been able to react accordingly. This time the resistance and I will stand by near the Nightless City. That way we can come in and take control of the city after you've taken down the assassin. Alternatively, we can storm the place and hear a signal if something unexpected happens like in Ys. Either way, I'm afraid the resistance needs me to lead them, so I have to stay behind. I'm sorry to make you face all the danger yourself. I'm used to it. That's okay, I'm used to danger. That's okay, my friends here can handle anything. Foe. Huh, well that's reassuring. That's also one of Senpai's 7 best qualities. She trusts her allies completely. I love how she's just keeping track of my qualities, man. And yet something about working with this fighter makes me uncomfortable. Why? Because the freaking demon god pillar may very well be residing inside of him and waiting till we take out all of the other opposition before he shows himself. We may not know who he is, but he fought valiantly alongside us back in East. And there's no question that this is the best way of keeping Master safe. So then why do I keep wishing he would stay somewhere I can keep an eye on him? I might have said this before, but let me say it again. If you must accomplish something, never give up, no matter the difficulties. As long as you preserve a way forward, it will eventually present itself. That may not mean much coming from a boring old man like me, but I can't help saying it anyway. I don't know, that was very wise. You can never hear words of wisdom too often. Okay, Sal, do you have your smoke bombs? Good, then let's get started with our infiltration. As luck would have it, it's almost sundown. Never mind how strange the idea of sundown is, several kilometers under the surface. And at any rate, now should be a good time to scale the castle walls. Did we bring a ladder? This is the brightest deserted alley I've ever seen in my life. The city is certainly no less of a surprise than Ys, however different. It kind of reminds me of Shinjuku. Their power bill must be nuts. The Nightless City, a legendary place from Chinese myth, much like Ys was a legend from French myth. The original name is Chinese, can also be translated as Nightless Castle. However, the word for castle actually means the outer walls of a city in Chinese. It's described in the Book of Han, but there aren't a lot of details about it. All we know is that the city was known for being very bright, even at nighttime. But given the image its name invokes, that expression came to be used for other cities that never sleep, like Shinjuku and Shanghai. What about that assassin? Unlike Ys, nobody knew much about who the Nightless City's ruler was, or even if there was one at all. So I think it's entirely possible that she's a servant with no relation to the city who just happens to be using it for her base. Much like how Ryder is using the Peach Garden as his. Good point. Oh, whoever Ryder is, I kinda doubt he has much to do with the Chinese Peach Garden. That said, the assassin who destroyed Ys didn't seem to have a Chinese air about her. No, I shouldn't speculate when we still have so little information. Anyway, what's your next move? I too believe we should learn from our mistakes at Ys. This time we should take a great pains to ensure this covert operation remains covert. As such, we should start by gathering information with as small a group as possible. Once we know more about the city itself, the threats we face and where to find the assassin, then and only then do we all move in. Yep, makes sense. I'd probably get lots in no time anyway. Incidentally, Aself and I will be the ones to go and gather information. Okay, Dale. What are you thinking? I know you're a good choice for gathering information. But do you really think Aselfo is? Oh, this ain't gonna go well. Huh? Why me? Remember the citizen city we saw on the way here? As we suspected, this city is primarily inhabited by women. So basically right now they're saying that I'm not a woman again. Even though my character is basically a woman. Should I just change my character back to a man? Basically, I'm still being referenced as a woman sometimes. Just like when Mosh was analyzing me, she said, she is. Whatever. But unlike the pirates of Ys and the Amazons, these women are quite diverse in dress and race. The only thing they have in common is that they are all women. Therefore, as long as we keep our wits about us, the two of us should be able to pass as citizens. Of course, if you insist, I'm willing to go alone. That's too dangerous, you should go together. You can do this, Astolfo, I promise. I believe in you. Really? I am pretty cute, huh? It's a little embarrassing for someone to just split out, though. I said you could do this. I never said you were cute. I'm not denying it either, because I might piss some people off. Okay, I'll do it. I was gonna let Dale handle the boring stuff and spend some quality time with the Master here in his... I'm glad I sent Astolfo. I'm so glad I sent Astolfo. But if you're that insistent, I'd be a disgrace to the 12 Paladins of Charlemagne if I refused. Let's do this thing. In that case, I'll have to remain here too. I may not be able to help gather information, but I will at least keep this area master secure. I am young, I know, but I vow to protect Cell with my life. As long as it's not fighting women, I am A-okay. Well, Kodea's staff needs to focus on monitoring Master above all else. So if you two are going to go off on your own, I'm afraid we won't be able to offer any help from our end. No, not a problem. That's why we're going together. But what about the assassin in Nightless City? She saw you both back at Ys. The other citizens here may not recognize you, but what will you do if she does? A good point. We'll need some sort of disguise. That will not be a problem. Fortunately, I snuck into an empty house on the way here and borrowed 2 outfits from its closet. Naturally, I didn't have the luxury of choice in what I took, but since they were both hanging in the closet of a house belonging to an ordinary citizen, they should let us blend in well enough.
When did you pull that off? Nice Phantom Thief of the White Lily.
Just to remind you, Master, my title is Knight, not Thief.
Yes, but what you just did is thievery. So currently you're the Phantom Thief of the White Lily.
So is one of those outfits for me? Of course, that is why there are two of them. However, I only had time to base my selection on whether or not they would fit. So I don't wish to hear any complaints about how your outfit looks. Here, take it.
So do we actually get to see them in like a Chinese outfit?
Aw, come on. Isn't it important to look good even in disguise? I mean, we don't want to get hauled in by the fashion police, do we? Oh well, I guess I may as well try it on. But why are you changing here? Don't you realize Master is watching?
Puppy eyes? Don't let that stop you. What puppy eyes? Why would I do puppy eyes? That just basically means I want to see them change in front of me. Well, it's because I'm trying to find the truth hidden behind their guys. I'm all too curious.
At least change in the shadows here. Don't let the 12 paladins have any sense of decency. Well, I can't really say as far as Roland's concerned, but overall I'd have to say nope. That's nothing to be proud of. Come with me. I need to change as well. Hey, where's the fire? I'm already naked anyway. Hey, my butt's cold exposed like this.
I didn't need to know that.
What?
It's the schoolgirl Astolfo! Crap, I can't lower the screen, I don't know how. Crud!
Oh, Lavache, what are these outfits?
Okay, so, Daon is a maid, and Astolfo has the schoolgirl outfit that I've seen plenty of freaking pictures of posted up on the internet. Alright! Let's do this! But why a schoolgirl?
Mine's a sailor uniform.
Daon, didn't you choose these yourself? Astolfo! Twitch?
I don't know why you're shut like that, but stop it, Master, you're scaring foe. You know, I think these are pretty spiffy. I admit that I didn't look very closely when I took these outfits, so perhaps I shouldn't be surprised that they turn out to be like this. Let me ask you this, exactly what sort of room did you take these from? Nothing special, just an ordinary bedroom with an ordinary chest of drawers. Oh, a bedroom, huh? Well then I bet you can guess what these outfits were doing there, huh?
Cosplay.
At any rate, I'm afraid I don't have time to go searching for different outfits now.
Or are you talking about some kinky time with those outfits on? Maybe that.
What's wrong with these? As far as I can tell, the only problem is that we're just too damn cute.
I'm not certain that these outfits will fit you in as you explore the city, but I am certain that the other women here are dressed in all manners of ways. So given that...
Yes, that's true. I've seen Western clothing, Japanese clothing, Chinese clothing, and all manner of fashions ranging from medieval to modern times. In which case, perhaps we won't stand out too much after all.
What's up, Mosh?
Oh, it's not a very big deal, but... Well, there's one thing I'd like to make sure of. Master, you're not sure if Daon's gender either, are you?
Oh my god! You're not sure of Daon's gender either, are you? I think a long time ago during the story, before I actually started recording all of this, I think I said, I see you as a girl. I think I did. All I can say is that Daon is Daon. No, I can't get a straight answer about it.
Right, so given that, as much as I hate to ask you to do this, could you maybe take a look?
Take a look where? At the chest? Or at the crotch? You want me to bite the bullet for you? If you want me to bite the bullet, you better show me exactly what you want me to be seeing from Daeon. Alright, Marsh? Goes both ways. You want me to bleach my eyes after seeing Daeon, you best do it for me as well when I get back home. You can take it all off, or you can wear a schoolgirl outfit that Astolfo's wearing. Take your pick. I'm fine with either one. Oh my god, it's actually panning in. Those are some pretty fine lines, but I think I see something there. I mean, so did I. It kind of looked like there was like a little mound right there. So, I don't know. That looked like a little bit of a... I really don't know. Me too, but of course, that doesn't prove anything definitely. That's what's making Daeon so mysterious. I like how she's worrying more about Daeon than Astolfo. Perhaps your experience can use skills to alter their physical appearance, or perhaps, well, that's the only option I can think of. I don't see a way to resolve this matter with any certainty. We could also always ask, but I believe Daeon would just smile and change the subject. Not every mystery needs to be solved. Yes, I guess you're right. I'll do my best not to pay it any mind then. Very well then. Astolfo, we shall have to undertake this mission dressed as we are. And please keep your wits about you and do not draw undue attention. Okay. I wonder if I'd look cuter with my skirt hiked up more. There we go. That is exactly what I was just talking about. Do not adjust your skirt as you walk. Do you want the world to see what's under your skirt? I mean, I think the world wants to know. But at the same time, I don't much. Well, things are certainly a lot quieter with those two around, aren't they? Still, their tasks require not a small amount of stealth and skill. I think it would be best if we just waited patiently for them to return. A city is populated entirely by women. To be honest, I'm finding this place a little disconcerting too. Though of course, I'll make sure to do everything in my power to keep Selva safe if necessary. Still, feeling out of place, down to you, we know would almost certainly be thrilled to be here. If anything, he'd hate the idea of waiting around doing nothing in a back alley when there's a whole city full of women right in front of him. Either that, or he'd be on the edge of his seat waiting for something exciting to happen. I don't mean an enemy attack, although now that I think about it, I suppose a Celtic warrior would find that exciting too for very different reasons. I see. So what sort of exciting things would the Fergus you know be waiting for? If not an enemy attack. A slip of the nip? Possibly? A half-naked woman running away from a bad guy. A half-naked woman falling from the sky for reasons. Exactly that sort of thing, Sel. Even now I can almost hear the other Fergus saying, well, this is my lucky day. Hers too. That's awful. Do I really need to end up becoming a vulgar man, obsessed with women as no more than sexual objects? No, that can't be right. I'm sure I turn out to be a proper warrior. She mentioned I would enjoy an enemy attack as well as that other thing. Still, I can't help but worry. I'd be better get back to training. That'll get my mind off this stuff. Sorry, man. Sorry. Training doesn't get your mind off of it at all. I think I'll start with some Celtic squats while keeping an eye on our perimeter. Pardon me. Now you two have gone and made poor Fergus uneasy with your teasing. Don't worry, Fergus. You'll always be you no matter what else happens. Please don't dwell on it. It's okay to just be yourself. Thank you, Marsh. But I like to train whenever I have a spare moment. So this is me being myself. I see. You really do enjoy training, don't you? I don't get the appeal at all myself. I don't think I'd say it's appealing. It's more of routine. I think it's really sort of separate from the things you do for fun, or because you like them. For me, training is something I do because I have to. I don't know if there's anything more to it than that. That said, I don't do nearly enough. which is why I'm still just a fledgling. But I can say that I know my stuff when it comes to more knowledge-oriented things. The druids who teach me are actually afraid of me now, since I learned everything they teach me so quickly that they keep running out of material. They say that if they let me, I'd end up making them talk all day every day from morning to night. So you used to be a nerd when you were young? Wow, you really can't judge a book by its cover. I guess everyone really does have their own backstory. That goes for other servants too. Of course, there's been a good reminder of that. Well, Masha, I'd love to see your backstory and plot anytime. Not anytime, every time. We could get the chance. I mean, that's just me being my true self. Every one of them lived a full life and achieved something great as a hero. Their past must be very precious to them. Fergus, Astolfo, Deo, and Galahad, who entrusted me with his power. They all had their own lives before they became heroes. I'd love to hear more about them someday. Yeah, if you really give it some thought, it makes sense, of course, the heroic spirits written bounded in legends, myths would have led tumultuous lives. And since, by definition, their stories were exciting enough to pass on to future generations, there's not a boring one to be found in the bunch. Right, so Fergus, please don't feel as if you have to force yourself to do anything. No matter what else may happen, as long as you remain yourself, you'll become who you're meant to be, a master pervert who is a womanizer. Does that mean I'm doomed to become a man who obsessed with his desire for women? That's terrible. No, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant that you will become a strong, charming warrior. I do take issue with some of your future selves more overtly harassing comments. But you still grow up to be a great man, almost like everyone's dependable uncle, huh? Sorry, I'm afraid I mistook the sound for your breathing, Fergus. There's some heavy breathing approaching you now at whatever appears to be running speed. Heavy breathing? Could it be a half-naked woman after all? It's a dog! Thank goodness. Yes, I'm genuinely glad that's what it turned out to be. But that's not to say that I'm in favor of letting dogs run around without a leash. Be careful, it appears to be hungry! He's totally disappointed it was a naked woman, isn't he? He can't hide it from me. Fatal battle? Holy crap, it's a 503,650 HP Soul Eater. Well, this isn't what I was expecting to have to fight right now. I mean, will it truly be able to handle us? Probably not. Sadly, Lou doesn't have any thing that she can do to increase the Noble Phantasm. Maybe it does, though. Okay, bop. Bop, and... oh boy. Yeah, go with the Buster just for the increased damage. We may need Waver's Noble Phantasm, but at the same time it's probably going to do the same thing the other one did. So the best offense is a good defense, in my opinion. I mean, look at that damage. You've already took a nice chunk of its health off. Okay, it's got defense down for one more turn. There. There. And there. How dare you quit on Pen? Well, now she has no more defense. Crap. This isn't good, man. Oh, crap. Invincible. Do that. Will give us a Brave Chain, more damage. The fact that he's a caster does at least decent amount. Plus, he'll get his Noble Phantasm up. No, you're not. You're not taking out our Pen. Although you will seal her noble phantasm, dang it. Now, here's what we can do here. Defense up. Attack up. Do this. Bop, bop, and a little bit of a bop.
どう潰す
I didn't see that he had evasion. I really need to start paying attention to
そ
this.
なたの中の罪
If this isn't gonna go through, it'll give him poison probably. Yep. That's my bad. But it's fine. I mean, it's not like we truly, her damage was gonna be that exponential anyways. I do wish I paid attention though. Come on, Chris! Damn! So close. And GG. We win. 7 turns again, dang!
小娘と侮ったか
Okay, so it took us 7 turns to fight this one, just like it did for taking out 2 of them. Not bad. Glad that's over with. Well, those things seem to be dogs, technically anyway. Perhaps those were some of the dogs Ryder was talking about. I don't think we're getting off that easy. By the way, is everything okay there over there? Everything happened so suddenly that I have trouble imagining you could have kept quiet. To say nothing of how noisy combat usually is, even in a deserted back alley like this, there's a chance that someone may have. There! I can hear breathing and footsteps again. They don't belong to an animal this time. Who could it be? Crap, I forgot to feed them. Where could they have gone? Oh man, this is bad. Really bad. When those things get hungry, they go around eating other men. I think I heard something off this way. So it was a fully clothed man. Well, I'm glad it turned out that way too. What the? They're dead. Who are you people? Wait, you're not subjects of Nightless City, are you? You seem to be alone. That's lucky. Will you take it from the surface? We're allied with the resistance that's trying to free the enslaved men. Maybe you've heard of them. If you help us, we may be able to rescue the men here in Nightless City as... Stop. Now's not a good time. If I heard you, they must have heard you too, which means it's only a matter of time until they come looking to see what happened. Oh god, what am I going to do? They're coming with their billhooks and hammers. The merciless executioners will be here soon. And that's something kind of funny about their city, don't you think? The lights are scattered so haphazardly. Not a thought is given to order. They may shine bright, but their gleam lacks warmth and truth, in stark contrast to the gleam of Versailles. Not that Versailles' gleam was perfectly righteous either. It was designed to pile extravagance upon extravagance to show that there was no greater place to be found anywhere in the world. But this glow is quite the opposite. It has been expanded endlessly, signifying that it has ambitions well beyond what it is now. Yeah, it does kind of feel like they've just been piling on lights for the sake of doing it. The lights are so bright you can't even read what the sign says, and there's so many of them that you're never sure where you're supposed to go. Look. And watch that platform in the middle of the plaza. It has such an imposing presence and is as flashy as anything else here. I bet I can't figure it out if I really rack my brain. Oh, I got it. Maybe it's a DJ booth. I do not know what it is, but I know it is not a DJ booth. Although, why does the sight of that object put my heart so ill at ease? You know, chaotic as this place is, compared to East, it's surprisingly orderly. Indeed, it may have something of a squalid luminescence, but it is far from cry from a decadence. It almost feels as though it is flourishing, which is rather strange considering how far underground we are.
Oh, those people are kind of weird too. We really don't stand out much, even in these outfits. Quite. While they do all appear to be largely around the same age, they are otherwise completely dissimilar in almost every respect. And the real surprise is that there are men here. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like a big deal. Like they don't even have collars or chains on them. Wonder why they don't just run away. They could be bound by some sort of spell. We'll have to talk to someone in order to find out. However, speaking with one of the women may be dangerous. I think it would be best if we would find a man who is by himself. Yeah, but that's easier said than done when it seems like everyone is all coupley. They're even locking arms and everything. What's going on? How come things seem so normal and so not normal at the same time? Wait, there's a group of 2 men and 1 woman over there. That seems odd. Let's follow them.
Are you cold, Master?
I'm fine, thank you.
Here, Master, use my coat.
Oh my, aren't you sweet?
What do you think you're doing? You said she wasn't cold, you brown noser.
It's not my fault you're too dense to read between the lines. Now, no fighting. I love you both equally. Aww. You have a lovely nose and you have beautiful round eyes. You're both special, so no more fighting, okay?
You are too kind, Master. Thank you. You truly are kind, Master. I'm sorry for how I behaved.
Aw, come on. You gotta be kidding me with this reverse harem stuff. Look at them just smooching it up in public. Shh. The women just told the men to wait for her over there while she goes to the bathroom. Now's our chance to get in closer.
Oh, this sucks. I'm sick of buttering her up all the time. You must be sick of it too, right? I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm going along with this because I don't want to die. I'm not the subject of this nation. Let's not kid ourselves. That's just her way of calling us pets. I got a wife and kid back on the surface. Come on. She's never left us on our own before. Now's her chance. Let's get out of here. I've even heard there's a group called the Resistance outside the city. If we can just meet up with them.
Damn. Yes, now we know how these men truly feel about living here. Let us go talk to them and find out.
Well, say something. Aren't you fed up with? He is already under her thumb.
He is going to yell out that he's a traitor or something.
Attention! I wish to make a report. What?
This man who disturbed the city's peace. He means to flee the city of harmony and light. Something's not right here. Astolfo, stop.
Come quick. We have a criminal here. Bring Her Highness's justice down upon him. Stop that. Please don't call them. You got it all wrong. I was just kidding around. Whatever you do, don't call for the torturers. Oh God, what am I going to do? They're coming. They're coming with their machetes and hammers. Those merciless executioners will be here soon.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Who are these executioners?
You mean you don't know? I'm talking about the torturers. The Empress's official torturers who serve as the Nether City's police force. You know what's good for you. You'll hurry and make yourself scarce. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm still not sure what he meant, but something is definitely headed your way. Be careful.
God dog, 17, 18, and 19 confirmed dead. Likely culprits spotted.
They do not appear to be kept by any subjects. Rather, they appear to be intruders.
Oh, she stinks of blood and guts. In fact, she absolutely reeks of them. And of course she's a woman. That huge weapon must be so unwieldy given her physique. No, that's not the issue. This bloody stench isn't that of a warrior fresh off the battlefield. It really does bring to mind an executioner. This woman has almost certainly spilt the blood of others far beyond what could be deemed necessary. Rejoice, Her Highness is most lenient. Intruder though you may be, she will still grant you a chance to swear fealty. Now choose. Will you swear fealty after your judgment or before?
If I say before, can we skip the judgment part? I'm thinking after?
No judgment is Her Highness's strictest law. None can avoid it.
The penalty for killing a guard dog is the amputation of your 4 limbs so that they may be fed to the other guard dogs. It is perfectly just an ecological situation, as one would expect from Her Highness. This woman doesn't look so inclined to be lenient about amputating her 8 arms and legs. She is clearly as frightful as her bloody stench implies. We cannot help but hate and pity her. I feel like women should be more free, whether they're fighters or not. Take the hurt. She may have been evil, but she was proud of who she was. But you're not proud of anything. All I sense from you is self-admonition. As for that weapon of yours, you'll never mete out your so-called judgment on Cell. I may be young and inexperienced, but I was still protected with every fiber of my being. Furthermore, Union Death will never swear fealty to that assassin after all. He only goes for well-rounded women. Little girls don't do anything for him. Actually, I don't think he's ever said that. I don't think he's ever said little girls don't do anything for him. If he has, I don't remember. So do you have to say things like that when I'm trying to steal myself a battle? Say, if you swear fealty to Her Highness, your punishment shall now be far more severe. By the way, aren't these her noble phantasm? When she brings out her attacks, these are her guards that attack. I don't know why I said noble phantasm, it's just normal attacking. Ooh, Torturous Sea! Can we take her out before we have to go into another round? Maybe, maybe not. There's only 3 of them. So, in all fairness, it shouldn't be too hard, right? Besides, they're technically attacking Her Highness right now. Because she's currently in the party. So technically, they are also committing a sin that they need to amputate their own limbs. Or their very lives. Because of what they're about to do to Their Highness. $160,000. Oh yeah, come on, Pen. Oh my God! Almost 250,000 with that full Buster Brave Chain. If we had those skills at level 10, she would have been able to kill that Torturous Sea in that 1 full Brave Chain. Damn! Now, hopefully with this Buster Chain, we will be able to take that one out. Yep. Come on, Weaver. 29,000 damage crit. I love it. Oh, look at that. They put focus on the one person they shouldn't have put focus on. What idiots. They won't be able to do anything to Weaver. Hey, look at that crit. Now Torturer A is down. Last but not least is Torturer B. Now, what will a Noble Phantasm do with absolutely no buffs at all in terms of attack? I have no clue. But let's find out. Bop, bop, and bop. Ooh! She almost died right there. And had Weaver got a crit, we would have been able to get... She can remove buffs. Well, aren't you a special snowflake? How dare you? Now you will die by the one thing you should be able to kill easily. I meant to do an increase in attack, but sure. Alright. Let's do it, Astolfo. I believe! Yeah, Astolfo, let's go! Now, can we get a costume change for your schoolgirl outfit? That would be way better.
My GG, everyone. Henth sadly went down only because of a freaking buff removal. Well, that's not gonna be fun when fighting Wu if that's the case. Alright, let's say we have time for one more. Then we'll have to sadly end it here. You actually beat the torturer. You guys are amazing. That's Celtic hero muscle power for you. Oh. Thank you, but all I did was defend against them. You could never have defeated them without Cell's quick thinking and unerring orders. Sorry for hiding out on my back there, but we are terrified of the torturers on my own. We could never hope to stand against them, not after seeing one of their shows. Their shows, Senpai, that's a good chance to talk to one of their city's inhabitants and learn more about what's going on here. Ah, who said that? Oh, don't mind me. I'm on your side. Just think of me as a talking version of that cute fluffy animal over there. Oh. Elacha can use some weird spells. Anyway, I'm just grateful you all defeated her. If you hadn't, I'd have been killed for letting dogs I was in charge of get away like that. That's what you did for me. I'll help you out in any way I can. Wow, this is a real stroke of luck. Having someone who can provide us with information show up like this while we were just waiting here. It makes me feel kind of bad about having Daon and the stuff will disguise themselves to sneak into town. So you have other allies here too. I just hope they haven't run into any torturers themselves. Oh, they will. Or that they haven't seen the torturers at work. I take it you're referring to the show you mentioned earlier. Would you please tell us everything you can about their city, the torturers, and what their role they play here is? Of course. First off. What was that? I got a bad feeling about this. Attention subjects. This man has committed a crime. Guess we're watching the show. The crime of plotting an escape from a glittering paradise here in the Nightless City. The contemptuous crime of snubbing Her Highness's boundless mercy for her loyal subjects. Well, yeah, we don't have to hear him tell us. We can see it firsthand. This must be some kind of show. So that's what that platform in the plaza is for. A scaffold for public executions. But I don't like this. Especially since this man said he had a wife and kids back upstairs. Stairs? Surface. Come now, don't feel bad. You did the right thing. Of course, I'm well aware that crimes must be promptly reported. I simply followed Her Highness's law. Aw, you're such a good boy. I'll have to give you an extra special reward once we get home. You are too kind, Master. Damn it, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't want to die. Technically you did. You could have kept it to yourself and not said anything. Although keeping it to yourself possibly would have then led to you dying as well. So it's possible, I don't know. If you want to survive in this city, you have to sell out to anyone who might drag you down with them. Please, don't do this, I'm begging you. What are you going to do to me? Your punishment has been determined. I will remove your fingertip. Oh my good lord. Hey, at least he doesn't die, right? He only loses his fingertips. Is that it? I promise I'll never even think about running away again. So please, spare me. Next will be the middle of your fingers. Then their base is your palms, your wrist. From there, I'll slice your arms into equally sized parts from your wrists up to your elbows. Then I'll do the same from your elbow to your shoulders, next to your legs, then your torso. Your body will be whittled down piece by piece from its extremities until you cease to exist. Okay, so yeah, he is gonna die. This slow shredding of the body is known as Ling Chi. It was extremely pragmatic of Her Highness to come up with this as an ultimate punishment. While the fine technique required to perform it makes it a slow method to learn. We torturers are certain it will be regarded as the greatest form of execution known to humankind. Execution. Yes, be grateful to Her Highness. You have been given the gift of time to repent for your sins. Those who die by the guillotine or the rope are not so lucky. You are truly fortunate. See that you sadly will not have the opportunity to experience Her Highness's other innovative torture methods. I would have liked to see her kneeling torture or tree torture myself, so that you already weep in regret.
You might have had a chance to experience them, but now that your sentence has been determined, I'm afraid we don't have time. Oh god. Oh god. Then let us begin with the first cut to your fingertips. Oh god, oh god. Ah! Did you really need to have that sound effect? It started. Wow. They look just like little shrimps. And look how much blood is spraying out too. Ah, yes, it's really something. I knew that platform inspired feelings of dread in me, even if I wasn't sure why. But now that I've seen this horrific display, I finally understand. Down. It is a scaffold used for executions. It may not have a guillotine, but it serves the same purpose. Once long ago, I failed to prevent such an execution. When the guillotine was soaking France's streets in blood, I was not there. I was not able to return. And so I cannot help but think, if only I had been there, maybe Sanson wouldn't have killed Marie Antoinette. That is the lore, right? Right? Sanson was Marie's executioner? I don't remember the lore of Marie Antoinette. I don't play with her at all, basically. I really should, though, at least for the Saint Quartz. Vive la France! Had I been there, sword in hand at the scaffold while Marie waited her death yep, I knew it. Sanson's hands. Perhaps I could have made a difference. Yet here I am now. And once again I am unable to act. Hey, Dion, you don't have to overthink this. The important thing is that we're servants now. I know that. We are currently heroic spirits. Ghosts from the past. I know that it is pointless to think of what could have been. No. That's not what I mean at all. I mean that we're master servants. We're acting directly on her behalf, remember? And she would want you to stop this act from happening. So what we gotta ask ourselves is, what would Master do? Master would jump in and stop the execution. But we have a role to fulfill. An important one. I know, and seeing this guy probably won't help us fulfill it, but oh well. I say we give it a go, and if it all goes really bad, we'll both say we're sorry, okay? You are a great fool, Astolfo. You really are. Everyone always says, Astolfo, stop leaving your brain at home, but I never do that, honest. I can see what they mean. Just as you are now, then again, I suppose I'm in no position to speak. Perhaps that's why I'm compelled to do this. Yeah, kill her! There's a crowd of people here. We must end this quickly. Okay, I'll try. Oh, she's harder than she looks. It seems we have attracted reinforcements. This is not good. Who are you? Interfering with an execution order by Her Highness is a clear act of treason. The penalty for treason is death. You two will be executed after this criminal. Evildoers may not know my name. You must call me anything. Call me Sailor Paladin, friend of justice and kicker of butt. Oh my... Really? And this is... I have to do this too. And for a penny and for a pound, I am made knight, friend of justice, and defender of the innocent. Get all that marsh? Let's show it to Blackbeard. Get all that marsh? Let's show it to Marie. Why would you show it to Blackbeard? Why? We don't need any more Sailor Blackbeard, man. No, just no. And show it to Marie. What? Don't you dare. That would be a clear breach of my portrait rights. Wait, what are you doing here anyway, Master? And you, Fergus? We heard an ominous sound and thought we should come take a look just in case. I'm glad we are not too late. At any rate, this is horrible, just horrible. There, you have been added to the list of today's executions. Once you're all dead, the names Sailor Paladin and Maid Knight will forever be engraved in the history of the Knightless City. Just to be quite clear, those are not our real names. Okay, so it's 2 battles against enemies that have 84,929 HP. Oh my good god.
That's right, just attack Waver. That's all you can really do. Hey, you put focus on Waver. Man, these guys are idiots. If you really just want to keep focusing on Waver, then my god, do it. I am all for you just attacking Waver. Look at that, 1 damage, 101. You guys suck. Well, please let the public execution. Oh, crud. Public execution's gone. Okay. What do you have to do it now? You can't let any of them escape. Especially since Pence can have a full Buster Brave chain again. Alright. That, and that. Now that should, in theory, take out both of them. If not, then Pence may die here. I know a Noble Phantasm can at least take this one out. Overkill. Oh, hell yeah. Bye-bye! Fatal Battle, 168,000 health. Do this. Hey, we're with the crit, alright. Oh crap! Yes! Thank you! Every time! You just become even more idiotic! Is it like they only ever put public execution on a middle target? Or am I just getting extremely lucky with them putting it on freaking Waver? I might just be getting lucky. And public execution is now gone. Now I know this didn't work last time. Do it anyways. Do that. Dangerous one is now gone. Now it's just Torture. Hey, they did it on Wu. Luckily, Wu is an assassin who was able to survive that. And now it is time. You know, I should have done that on Pence for the increase in damage and the increase in Buster damage, but it's fine. Bye-bye! Nice knowing ya. And maybe that guy is still alive? I mean, he's probably lost at least some of his fingertips, if not all of them. GG! 9 turns, not bad. Buffon! I'm searching for a new place to hide as we speak. For the moment, please keep running and don't stop. I'm glad we managed to beat them, but they were weirdly, tanky. I've realized something after fighting them. Remember those citizens or subjects that were gathered around? I believe they and the torturers are fundamentally the same thing. What do you mean? It's just my impression. But I got an identical feeling from the torturers we defeated as I did from the subjects. The only true difference was their weaponry. Essentially, I believe that those serving as torturers are chosen from among the women here. Maybe that means this whole city could be a threat, kinda like Ys. Anyway, at least we managed to rescue this guy from being executed, and we just need to find somewhere safe and catch a breath. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one, where we will continue through the rest of the half of the Brilliant Fortress City, and most likely fight Wu. And who knows, maybe turn her on our side. Possibly. Or at least learn her true name. So yeah, till then, see you guys later.